Britain's Prime Minister is planning a visit to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. After deciding to ban oil from one of the world's top exporters, Russia, he's going to need a hard-hitting replacement.
And we are now going to do the dramatic steps that we need to take to have independent energy supply so that we're no longer capable of being blackmailed by Putin.
That's not to say London's absolutely thrilled about replacing the Russians with the Saudis. After all, Johnson's trip will come shortly after one of Riyadh's biggest mass executions in decades. 81 men, some suspected terrorists, others the bearers of so-called deviant beliefs, all put to the sword.
The UK is firmly opposed to the death penalty in all circumstances, in every country, as a matter of principle, and we routinely raise human rights issues with other countries including Saudi Arabia and will be raising Saturday's executions with the government in Riyadh. In seeking to lessen our dependence upon one source of oil and gas, we do not end up creating a source dependency on another unreliable and sometimes hostile regime.
It is a sign of our vulnerability and energy insecurity as a country that the Prime Minister is going to Saudi Arabia to seek an increase in oil production, despite the appalling human rights record of the regime.
Boris Johnson is going cap in hand from dictator to dictator. This is not an energy strategy.
But, looks like mass executions aren't bad enough to cross any of London's red lines. The Saudi prince reportedly won't even pick up the phone for Joe Biden, who denounced Riyadh over the 2018 killing of dissident journalist Jamal Khashoggi. On the other hand, Britain didn't feel the need to speak up back then either. So now, it should be pretty easy to call in a favor.
We need to make sure that we build the strongest, widest possible coalition to ensure that Vladimir Putin does not succeed, that we wean ourselves off Russian hydrocarbons, and that's what the UK is helping to do.
Likely the most shocking of Saudi Arabia's deeds, though, is its war on Yemen. Britain hasn't just turned a blind eye to it. The country continues to be one of Riyadh's main arms suppliers. Billions of pounds worth of state-of-the-art weapons thrown by London into an onslaught that has killed thousands of civilians and contributed to the world's biggest humanitarian catastrophe.
Approximately 2.2 million children under the age of 5, including 538,000 severely malnourished, and about 1.3 million pregnant and lactating women are projected to suffer from acute malnutrition over the course of 2022.
Of course, few in mainstream news ever talk about the mass executions and the humanitarian disasters created by the West's allies. Perhaps Western media is just too busy doodling Hitler mustaches onto pictures of Vladimir Putin.